You're in ministry. Stop wasting our time. No pastor, no senior pastor should lay hands imparting and anointing young pastors, putting them in position when they are not married. Let me help you. Let me say things you shall never hear from anywhere else. Let me work in my apostolic calling, because the apostles put things together. If you see young men out there in Uganda, all over, forgive me for saying this. There is a pastor in the USA. He's in his 50s, almost 60s. He has never married, but he has children. And the last one he had, there was a scandal that broke out. And he said because he had the first child with that woman, the child was disabled. So medically, the doctors advised that he should go have maybe another child, so they could get a stem cell treatment to treat the child. So the scandal breaks out. The mother to his first child becomes pregnant, and she calls the pastor, "I'm pregnant." Now this is when the pastor chooses to go 40 days. And the woman is calling for help. "I've been working, well employed, and I can't work anymore because I'm pregnant with your child. So all I need is some help." And the pastor ignored the woman until the pregnancy was grown. And the woman just came one day, after several attempts of reaching the pastor, sat in the church waiting for the pastor. Listen to what happens, everybody. Then the pastor begins to find another way to cook up a lie, to cover up the scandal. And he says, because the first child was disabled, medically we had to go get stem cell, treatment. So what I did in vitro pregnancy. That's what he said. But the woman said, we had intercourse and I got pregnant. Why should it come to that level? Why don't you just marry? You're in your 50s, 60s. You got gray hair all over you. No, for real though. Can we talk? There are things you serve yourself from. Candles you serve yourself from. And you serve the ministry as well. God will hold you responsible if he gives you a ministry and you destroy it because of your recklessness. You're simply running around from woman to woman. They're whole choir. By the time they stand behind you, they know your nakedness. And you just lift up your hands and they're like, "Look at this guy. Look at this liar." That's why Paul says, "Oh foolish Galatians, who has bewitched you? You began in the spirit, but you're ending in the flesh. Who has bewitched you that you should not obey?" Because when Paul looked, he was like, this is nothing else but witchcraft. Because witchcraft can twist somebody's mind. I look at it, 35, 36, 40 years of age, a pastor. Unless you're enjoying what you're doing, I'm going to conclude it's witchcraft. And if it's witchcraft, you should not be on the pulpit. You need to come for deliverance.